When you think of Mexican food, you probably imagine tacos, burritos, or sizzling fajita. But here is the truth. Those are just the friendly ambassadors, the polite handshakes of Mexican cuisine. Behind them lies a wilder world, a culinary universe that's bold, ancient, and sometimes a little terrifying. Because in Mexico, food is not just something you eat. It's something you live through. A story of survival, faith, and passion, passed down from the Aztecs to the streets of Oaxaca. And if you're brave enough to explore it, you'll find dishes that challenge not only your taste buds, but your definition of what food can be. So, open your mind, and maybe loosen your stomach a little, because today, we're diving into the top 5 strange dishes only found in Mexico, where every bite comes with a legend, a scream, and a little bit of chili powder. Let's start with something crunchy. At first glance, it looks like a pile of tiny brown snacks, shimmering under the sun. They pop, they sizzle, they jump, quite literally. Meet chapulines, Mexico's most famous edible insects. Grasshoppers. Across the bustling markets of Oaxaca, you can hear the sound before you see them. A metallic clatter as street vendors toss hundreds of chapulines in giant pans, seasoned with salt, garlic, lime, and, of course, chili. The smell is smoky, nutty, and strangely inviting. Locals eat them like popcorn, while tourists watch in disbelief. But this isn't a dare. Grasshoppers have been part of Mexico's diet for over 1,000 years. For the ancient Aztecs, chapulines were a vital source of protein. Harvested during the rainy season and dried for the months ahead. In a land where survival meant respecting nature's every gift, eating insects wasn't strange, it was wise. Today, it's a symbol of pride, crunchy, salty, spicy. Chapulines are the taste of courage, of tradition, and maybe a little madness. Because in Mexico, they say, if you can eat a grasshopper, you can survive anything. But if you think bugs are the wildest thing on this list, think again. We're only getting started. Hidden beneath the roots of agave plants lives a delicacy so rare it has been called Mexican caviar. Tiny, white, soft, they look innocent enough. But don't be fooled. These are Eskimos, ant larvae, harvested carefully from deep underground nests. And yes, they're eaten by humans. Enthusiastically. Imagine this. A handful of glistening pearls, sautéed with butter, garlic, and a squeeze of lime. They burst gently in your mouth. Rich, creamy, slightly nutty. Not what you'd expect from baby ants. During the Aztec Empire, Eskimos were reserved for nobles and warriors, a reward for the braves. Today, they're served in upscale restaurants. Proof that even the strangest ingredients can taste like luxury. In France, you might order caviar. In Mexico, you ask for Eskimos' different species. Same level of sophistication, and maybe more protein. Now, let us take a short break from insects and meet a dish that tests the bravery of your nose more than your eyes. Picture this. It's Sunday morning in Mexico City. The sun is merciless. Your head is pounding from last night's tequila, and a friend puts a steaming bowl of something thick, red, and aromatic in front of you. This is menudo, the legendary tripe soup. Menudo is made from beef stomach, slow cooked for hours in a chili-rich broth, with onions, oregano, and hominy corn. The smell can be challenging, the texture even more so. But to Mexicans, it's not disgusting, it's divine. Because menudo isn't just food, it's recovery. It's medicine for the body and the soul, served by grandmothers after long nights of laughter, dancing, and too many shots of meth. There's something beautiful about it. The idea that what looks repulsive can also be healing. Menudo teaches patience. You must wait. Stir and let the flavor redeem the mess. It's the perfect metaphor for life. Messy, strange, but somehow worth another spoonful. But Mexico doesn't stop there. They believe in honoring the entire animal, head to tail. And, yes, brain. Cue the sizzling sound of tacos grilling on the street corner. Smell that? Butter, garlic, a touch of smoke. Welcome to Tacos de Sesos, brain tacos. Yes, real cow brains, soft and creamy, folded into a warm tortilla. To outsiders, It might sound like a horror movie, but for Mexicans, it's a lesson in respect. Nothing is wasted. Every part of the animal carries a purpose, a connection to nature, and gratitude for what it provides. The first bite surprises you. Rich like custard. Dedicate the raika. Tea. There's an old saying in Mexico. We don't eat meat. We eat stories. And tacos de sesos tell a story of resourcefulness, of using everything nature offers, even the thoughts of the cow. Now, we reach the top. The #1 strange dish in Mexico. But calling it a dish might be misleading, because this one doesn't sit on a plate. It swirls inside a cup, alive and ancient. It's called pulque, a thick, milky drink made from the fermented sap of the maguey cactus. Long before beer or tequila, the Aztecs drank pulque in sacred ceremonies. It was the drink of gods and priests, believed to connect mortals with the divine. And when you see it, you'll understand why. Pulque isn't transparent like wine or golden like beer. It's cloudy, viscous, almost alive. It wiggles in the glass. The taste is sweet, sour, earthy, and absolutely unique. Locals describe it as drinking the heart of the cactus. Foreigners describe it as interesting. But pulque is more than alcohol. It's philosophy. It reminds you that fermentation, like life, needs time, chaos, and faith. Every bubble tells a story that began thousands of years ago, when the first drop of maguey sap met wild air and decided to transform. In that transformation lies the essence of Mexico. Taking something simple, a bug, a root, a plant, and turning it into something unforgettable. You see, strange food isn't really about disgust. It's about perspective. What one culture fears, another celebrates. In Japan, they eat fermented beans. In France, they savor snails. In Mexico, they fry grasshoppers, drink cactus sap, and somehow make it all taste like home. That's the magic of Mexican cuisine. It's fearless. It doesn't try to look perfect. It dares you to taste history. Every dish, no matter how bizarre, is a symbol of survival, a memory from the time when people had to eat whatever the land gave them. And instead of complaining, they made it delicious. It's easy to laugh at these dishes.
It's easy to laugh at these dishes until you realize that every crunch of chapulines, every spoon of menudo is a small act of rebellion against fear. Because to truly taste a culture, you must let go of judgment. You must dare to bite into what you don't understand. In the end, Mexican food isn't strange. It's honest. It shows you that life is messy, spicy, unpredictable, and beautiful because of it. It reminds us that courage can come in many forms. Sometimes as a revolution, sometimes as a bowl of soup, and sometimes as a fried grasshopper staring back at you. So next time you visit Mexico, go beyond the tacos al pastor and the guacamole. Walk through the markets, follow the sizzling pans, and ask yourself, how much of my fear is really hunger in disguise? Because if you dare to taste it, really taste it, you might discover that the most strange dishes are simply the ones that tell the truth. And if you enjoyed this journey into the wild side of Mexican cuisine, don't forget to subscribe, and ring the bell. Because here at Oddity Vault, we explore the world's strangest stories, one delicious, dangerous, and unforgettable bite at a time.